everyone, how are you guys doing today? Finally, I'm sharing the dupe for the Huda Beauty Matte and Metal Melted Eyeshadows. I have said that so many times before, haven't I? Yep, I recorded this video, I think 6 or 7 times before. This is Huda Beauty's latest release. She has released 5 shades in this line. 5 duos in this line. Each of the duo has a matte side and a metal side. You get a total of 4 mls of product in here, and each of these retails for $25. You can get them from Sephora or Huda's own website. I have a full review of these 2 colors that I own. If you haven't checked that out, I linked it in the description box below. Initially, when I saw the release video of these eyeshadows, I thought that the shimmering sides were supposed to be more of a shimmering eyeshadow, whereas they are more glittery, very similar to the Stila Glitter and Glow eyeshadows. So, you know, some of the dupes I have in here are actually more of the high shine, super fine pigments. Other are more glittery, like what I'm wearing today. I'm very excited about this video. Most of the mattes that I'm going to share as dupes are actually the using your liquid lipstick as an eyeshadow hack. I have a detailed do's and don'ts video regarding that. If you haven't seen it, you have to see it. It'll save you a lot of frustration. It's linked in the description box, so definitely check it out before you start using these dupes and using that hack. But here I'm going to show you dupes that I think are the closest matches, and then I'm going to give you some other alternatives as well. I hope you're as excited as I am. So this is what the swatches looked like when I got home after swatching them in Sephora. This was only an hour later. I forgot to share this clip with you guys in my detailed review video. They got slightly rubbed off over the inner lining of my jacket, but this is what the colors look like, and here are the dupes that I have come up with. What do you guys think? I'm super excited. All right, so let me tell you one by one what each of these are. So the very first swatch I have is Hot Sauce and Cherry Soda. I actually own this duo. The dupe that I have for you guys, for the matte side, I have swatched a Makeup Revolution liquid lipstick in Regal. This one I think came as a lipstick and lip liner duo, and it is very orangey for my lips. I only like it, I think, during spring, but it is an almost perfect dupe of the Hot Sauce shade. They might not look that identical in the packaging, but once they dry, you can't even tell them apart. I'm really excited about that. And then for Cherry Soda, the shimmering side, the dupe I have is one of NYX's latest glitter releases. These are called Glitter Golds eyeshadows. They are super glittery, nicely pigmented, and superbly beautiful. Previously, NYX had these lid lingerie shades, and those are much finer shimmer. I like the shimmer in those, but they smudge a little bit. These are very beautiful. I don't feel like they transfer as much, and as you can see in the swatches, I feel like the colors are really close. As you can see, the NYX Glitter Golds is a slightly bit chunkier than the Cherry Soda. The next swatch I have is Silk Bomber and Bubblegum. Silk Bomber is a cool toned purple, and Bubblegum is the only duochrome shimmer in this case. The dupe I have for you guys is actually worth, including the matte and metal, $2. I have 2 Shop Miss A lipsticks here. This is a Shop Miss A Wonder Matte, and I have a Shop Miss A Wonder Metal. If you haven't seen my haul, you definitely want to check it out. I told you guys during that video that I had purchased these for a dupes video, and that is exactly what they have turned out to be. The lipstick that I have as a dupe for Silk Bomber is called Echo, and the lipstick that I have as a dupe for Bubblegum is called Yas. I feel like Echo is a really close dupe for Silk Bomber, and Yas is really close to Bubblegum. Bubblegum is not very pigmented. Actually, I feel like that is the patchiest shadow in the collection. Yas is just as patchy. When I applied it over my lids, as you can see, if I try to blend it out, it gets like sheer. And I have found kind of a remedy for that. I feel like if I apply Yas all over my lids, and once it dries, if I just dust a little bit of this LA Colors Ice Pigment in Glitzy over that, I get a really opaque, really beautiful looking application. I absolutely love the look using this combo, and I really like this dupe. I think it's really close. I think it's almost funny that Yas is kind of sheer just like Bubblegum. I might in future just add some of this LA Colors pigment inside to make it more pigmented, and that way I don't have to do the weird double application process. But to have this for just $2, or maybe you can say four and a half rather, including these three, I'm very happy about it. The next two swatches I have are for Private Jet and Shimmering Sunset. Actually, this was a duo I wanted to pick up, but somehow by mistake I ended up picking up the other one. It is a beautiful combo, and I'm very happy that actually my duo is very, very close. What I have done in the swatch for the mattes, I have two lipsticks combined. I'm combining NYX Lip Lingerie in Silk Indulgence and Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit in Coral Corruption to get a dupe for Private Jet. But honestly speaking, I feel like I have a single lipstick dupe for it, and that is Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit in Nudist Peach. Nudist Peach might be a tad bit more pigmented, but I feel like it is really, really close, and you can totally use that because basically what you're looking for is an orangey peachy crease with a beautiful shimmery golden shadow. And for the golden shadow, I'm using a lime crime lipstick called Lit, and it completely dries down matte. I got this in one of my Ipsy bags. I have another alternative for that. The undertone is slightly different. This is a Paris Hilton liquid lipstick. This is slightly bit more pinky as compared to this one. The Paris Hilton lipstick looks very close, called a Diamond Lust Lip Gloss. I don't know why she calls it lip glosses, but that's what it's called. And then the next duo I have in the swatches is called Bubble Bath and Pink Champagne. This is the duo I picked up by mistake instead of Private Jet and Shimmering Sunset, but I'm actually not very upset about that because I feel like I don't have as close a dupe of Pink Champagne as I have in my collection for the other shadows. So the dupe that I have in the swatch is actually the lipstick that I mentioned earlier, which is the NYX Lip Lingerie in the color Silk Indulgence. And for Pink Champagne, the dupe I have is a tiny little Tattoo Junkie lip paint, which came as a part of this set. There are 5 lipsticks in it, and they're all very shimmery. They are supposed to be lip toppers, so they are slightly on the sheerer side. So as you can see, it's not a very, very close dupe for Pink Champagne. This is Pink Champagne. This is the Tattoo Junkie lipstick, but it is close enough. And I kind of had a difficulty finding dupes for Shimmering Sunset and Pink Champagne because I feel like they're very close. They're almost interchangeable over lids. And, you know, they will look very similar, you know, if you didn't tell somebody that you were wearing 2 different colors. And I feel like you can always manipulate slightly sheerer product by laying something else underneath. For example, if I were to put down a little bit of the Silk Indulgence, which is my dupe for the matte side, and then if I were to layer the Tattoo Junkie lipstick on top, I can do that with some other colors as well. I feel that the effect is very close. The Silk Indulgence from NYX is not the closest dupe for the Bubble Bath. Bubble Bath is a tad bit more neutral. Silk Indulgence is a slightly more pinkier shade. If you ask me personally, I prefer the shade of the Silk Indulgence to the Bubble Bath. I wish Bubble Bath was actually more like this colored. And then I think you guys are going to be super shocked for the dupe that I have for Faux Fur and Bamboo Hoops. Not so much for Bamboo Hoops, for what I have for Faux Fur. So for Bamboo Hoops, the dupe that I have is another of the NYX Glitter Golds eyeshadow. This is a more goldeny shade. It's very, very beautiful. I was wearing this particular shadow in this look. I had it all over my lid with the Coral Corruption underneath, and I absolutely love that look. This has so many different reflects inside. It is slightly greenish, slightly bluish, slightly goldeny, slightly orangey. It's very pretty, and again, it's on the sheerer side, so you can manipulate it as and however you want by putting different colors underneath. And then the dupe that I have for Faux Fur is actually an e.l.f. Cosmetics concealer. Can you even believe it? I initially thought that there is no way I was going to have a dupe for this in my collection. I have received some lipsticks which were kind of on those lines, which look like concealers, to be honest. Like this particular lip lingerie in kind of the same category. This is called Satin Ribbon. These lipsticks look horrendous on me, and I have been decluttering them as and when they come my way. I would either sell them off on Mercari, or if I have tried them, I would throw them away. And in general, I was kind of really underwhelmed when I saw Faux Fur, and I was like, what is this color? I can only use it kind of, you know, just under my brow bone. Now, concealers are also usually waterproof. They are crease proof. And I thought, what better than a concealer for the dupe? This was one of the first concealers that I purchased when I did not know what I was doing. The other was a Maybelline New York Cover Stick. Of course, this is a completely different formula, but I feel like this can totally be a dupe for Faux Fur if you were to use that, and if you already had that in your collection. I have two other concealers that I purchased the same way in the past. The first one is a NYX HD concealer in the shade Yellow, and the second one is a Catrice Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. The shade is 020. Pretty much any of these yellow banana concealers that they have in the market, if you have them in your collection, you are good. Okay, you can use any concealers as a dupe for Faux Fur. And honestly speaking, I don't even understand the color. I don't understand the purpose of having that color in your collection. So I'm going to say it is a concealer. And then, of course, I love this particular eyeshadow. Today I have used that right at the center of my lid. On the inner lid, I'm using the very first Glitter Goals eyeshadow that I mentioned in Poppy Fields. This one is called Poppy Fields. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. This one is called Polished Pinup. So I'm wearing these two today. I've actually done my base using powder shadows because I actually did do the micro needling test, and my face is still recovering from that. I'm feeling the slight tightness, and I did do some micro needling above my lids as well, and I did not want kind of hard to remove product on it. Now, going with the other options, of course, I have like a champagne eyeshadow from e.l.f. Again, these are very beautiful, very, very high shine. The shade range is kind of limited. e.l.f. also makes matte liquid eyeshadows. I don't own any of them, so I can't comment on them. If you have them, please let me know so in the comments below what your thoughts are on those. Ulta makes a whole bunch of liquid eyeshadows in beautiful colors. I didn't find any exact dupes, otherwise Ulta was having a sale a couple of weeks ago. When I first started thinking about this dupe, I could have picked them up for $3, but I didn't at the time. Another option I have is, of course, not on the cheaper side. This is the Stila Glitter and Glow eyeshadow. This particular color is called Rose Gold Retro. This could pass as a dupe for either Shimmering Sunset or Pink Champagne because it has kind of elements of both. But I think it is a slight bit pinkier than Shimmering Sunset, and it's a slight bit peachier than the Pink Champagne, and that's why I was having kind of hard time finding dupes for those. And then if you are looking for a perfect formula dupe, this is an Ulta Beauty eyeliner trio I purchased a couple of years ago for $16. This one comes with 3 colors. You get total of 24 ml of product in here, and I feel that the formula is almost exactly the same as the shimmer sides of these Huda Beauty duos. Even the brush tips are almost exactly the same, just on the smaller side. They apply the same, they kind of crease the same if you apply too much of this product, and they are just as high shine. I really think these are beautiful. I'm not a great fan of these as eyeliners because they are glittery and they don't kind of lay down as flat as I would like a liner to lay down, but I think they're very beautiful. They're slightly on the sheerer side, So, you know, you'll have to layer them over some other matte shadow. So if you're not looking for exact color dupes, you can totally pick these up. I think now the trio sells for $18. Whoa, so expensive. You know, you will get it for like $14 and some cents if you use their coupons. So those are my dupes. I hope you guys like them. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And in general, you know, after you watch the do's and don'ts video, just go ahead and try out what you already have in your collection before you go out and purchase these matte and metal eyeshadows, which retail for $25 each. It is kind of a premium price. I don't think the product is bad. I think it works perfectly if you're someone on the go, like an air hostess or I don't know who else, but if you're someone on the go and needs to do their makeup, you know, in an awkward standing up place where you don't have place for too many products and tools, then definitely go ahead and get these. Otherwise, just try out what you already have in your collection. Anyways, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for some more crazy stuff to come. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.